her own rebound, puts up another shot, and it's good for Ada.
Bullseye!
This is Pendleton Heights basketball on the Arabian Sports Network on 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you back here to the Arabian Sports Network pregame show on 91.7 WEEM. I'm Dawson Farrell, and I'm joined here by the head coach for the Lady Arabians basketball team here at Pendleton Heights, Coach Rogers. But, Coach, tonight you're going to be at home facing off against the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Now, I know we talked yesterday during the coach show. Of course, the Royals, a very good team, third in the state for 4A, currently sit at 8-1, going to be a tough matchup. So anyone who missed that coach show, what do you think heading into this one, your game plan into this tough matchup against the Royals?
Yeah, they're extremely good. Maya McAlusky is one of the best in the state, and a lot of the other girls that they're going to line up across from us are really good as well. So, I think it's foolish for us to think that we're going to be able to, pick them up man and be able to guard them at a high successful rate for an entire game. So, we'll look to kind of switch things up on them quite a bit and, keep them on their toes and kind of guessing and everything. So, that's kind of going to be the plan. And we just got to make sure that we execute on the offensive end and do our part down there to see what we can get done.
Yeah, and of course, their big name player, Maya McAlusky, very good, one of the best in the state. Some consider one of the better in the country. But when it comes to guarding a just tough player like that, what do you think your game plan is? You think you'll be more focusing on her height or her shooting?
Yeah, I mean, somebody like that, she can do it all.
Yeah,
and she can shoot it from deep. She can pull up, hit mid-range shots. She can also get to the rim and finish. So. We've went and watched her where, people box and won her, and she had more against the box and one than she did when they were just playing her straight up. So, you have to kind of limit the responsibilities that whoever's guarding her has. Their focus is just Maya and, try to show up with everybody else and kind of go from there. But, she's extremely gifted. She's tall, she's athletic. So it's going to be a chore for sure, but we'll throw quite a few different looks at her and see what we can get done.
Yeah, and of course, guarding her is going to be tough. They're going to be putting a lot of points on the board, but on the other end, if you put up on points on the board, that can also kind of help on the defensive end. So what do you really need to do tonight when it comes to just get going on the offensive end early and keep on going? Yeah,
I think we need to take good shots. We need to look for opportunities to get out in transition. But, if nothing develops off that, we have to be smart and patient and pull it out. The lower the possession amount of this game that we can keep it will benefit us a lot. So as long as we're being smart and, doing what we need to do and taking good shots, we should be in a good position. But the higher that possession count gets and, the more up pace that we get, it's definitely going to benefit them. So we just got to be poised, handle ourselves, and not make bad decisions when they make a run.
Yeah, and one last question here. Of course, when facing up against a highly ranked team, one of the things that some coaches would say is a must is you got to go out swinging, you got to throw the first punch and kind of catch them off their toes. So how do you really try to do that when you go out there and come out the gate swinging?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that we've been talking about. Short prep, so you only had, basically a one-day preparation to get ready for them. So we just got to come out with energy.
Yeah.
Got to come out with energy. And, like you said, I use a lot of boxing references, talking with the girls and things like that. So that's not something that's foreign to them. But there's going to be runs by both teams. You just have to be able to find that your way up off the mat when it's them making the run and not us. So we did that for a little while against Westfield, but struggled there towards the end. So that's something that we have to do better in this game. We got to be able to stand toe to toe with them and take some jabs. And if they do throw a haymaker, we got to be able to get up off the floor and throw one back. So our girls know that, and I definitely think we're ready for the challenge.
All right, but with that being said, that'll do it for our pregame interview here. Once again, Coach, thanks for joining me. Good luck tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? Then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows.
Hey, are you okay?
No.
What's wrong?
I can't listen to 91.7 WEEM because I'm not in my car.
Well, don't you fear. Our app is here.
Tired of not being able to listen to Pendleton's best radio station, 91.7 WEEM, anywhere and everywhere? Try out our app. With the 91.7 WEEM app, you get the best hits. Our station now goes where our listeners go. Find 91.7 WEEM in app stores today. Available for Apple and Android.
Thank you so much for telling me about the 91.7 WEEM app, found in Apple and Android app stores.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
In high school sports, there are some things more important than winning.
Like helping student athletes build character, become better people, and prepare for life. I'm Brian Lewis.
And I'm Chris Kaufman. We're both assistant commissioners of the IHSAA. And we believe the purpose of high school sports is much greater than what the scoreboard says.
It's about teaching. It's about growth. It's about developing the whole person, not just the athlete.
That's our number one priority. Every sport, every student athlete, every day.
Let's champion what we believe in, like learning, like character, like integrity.
If you support the mission of high school sports and the life lessons they teach, then buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events. Join us in being a champion of high school sports.
This is what we do. This is what we believe. This is your IHSAA.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back here to Joe Buck Court at Pendleton Heights High School as the PA announcer is going through the starting lineups here for the visiting Ron Colley. They're both the Royals, but it's Hamilton Southeastern Lady Royals. As they just finished up Hamilton Southeastern, as we are now on to the Pendleton Heights Lady Arabians. And I love that we started this tradition last year, shutting the lights off and having the spotlights. As they're introducing Coach Rogers' daughters right now. But Braden, just to finish a few things up right now. What are you really expecting from both teams here for this matchup tonight?
I'm expecting a very high-scoring game from both teams. I'm expecting both teams to be in the 60s or 70s, which is quite high for a high school matchup, but I'm expecting a very great game out of all of them.
And it looks like a switch in the starting lineup. Emma Roberts will not be getting the start. It'll be Skylar Baldwin instead. But besides that, it seems like it's the usual five with Casey, Olivia, Michaela Morrison, and Ada Hupfer. As you heard that right, she's a freshman and she's 6'3". I mean, she's the tallest girl we've had in a while.
A long time.
Well,
we have not had very much height in a long time. I think Whitney Werfel might have been the tallest in the past 5 years. Maybe.
No.
Who?
Haley Brunnemer, I think. She
was like 6. She was over 6 foot.
6'1".
No, she was like 6'3", 6'4". She's almost as tall as Josiah Gustin.
She ran point.
Huh?
She ran point some.
Yeah. It's a tall point guard.
I know. A few moments away from tip-off here tonight. It'll be the expected matchup in the rings. It'll be Maya Makaluski and Ada Hupfer, the two tallest girls on the court. As the Lady Arabians will start off with the ball and a steal right away by Ron Colley. What? Yeah, with the Southeastern. But Holman misses the layup off the steal. Skylar Baldwin with it. She'll cross the timeline. I got to get out of saying Ron Colley, but into the post for Michaela Morrison, passes tip. Hupfer recovers, bullies her way in, gets it to fall. Ada Hupfer starts her night off 1 for 1 with a layup. Holman crosses the timeline. She'll be defended by Baldwin on the wing. Over to Makaluski. Now to Stidham. Back to Makaluski in the post. Takes a jumper. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is tipped. They say last touch by Warfel. Will stay with the Lady Royals. Holman to pass the ball in. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it into Stidham. She'll be defended by Jones. Top of the key. Now Holman back with it. Back to Stidham. Into the post for Makaluski. Ball is loose. Recovers it. Back to Stidham. Takes a three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Hupfer. As Skylar Baldwin now crosses the timeline. She'll be now over to Jones. Into the post for Hupfer from Jones, but Ada can't hold on to it. It'll be a turnover for the Lady Arabians, and we'll go to HSE.
Something the Pendleton Heights Arabians have to watch out for. That's their second turnover within the first quarter.
Holman with the ball. Gets a screen from Van Hosen. Takes a jumper. Can't get it to fall. Ada Hupfer, another rebound for her. Gives it to Baldwin on the fast break. Skylar Baldwin slowing down the tempo on the fast break. Crosses the timeline. Trying to hand it off to Olivia Jones. Pass is tipped. Trying to get it to Hupfer. Pass can't connect as it's another turnover for the Lady Arabians. And it looks like the ball went out into the hallway, but we got it back. Lawless to pass the ball in. She'll pass it into Makaluski. And Michaela Morrison, although she's not as tall as Makaluski, she gets the switch with Hupfer. And a foul will be called on the shot by Makaluski. Foul goes on Casey Warfel. That'll be her first, team's first of the quarter. Score right now 2-0. Lady Arabians lead. 6:13 left here in the first quarter. Makaluski, as I mentioned in pregame, 88% from the free throw stripe. Makes that one. Very accurate from behind the arc, anywhere on the field, and from behind the free throw line. As the second one will not fall for the IU commit. Hupfer hauls in another rebound. Olivia Jones with it. Gives it to Baldwin. Nearly loses it, but recovers. Crosses the timeline. Gets a screen from Hupfer. Now to Hupfer on the rollout. Tries to hand it off to Jones, but stolen by Makaluski. As it'll be a foul on Olivia Jones. Loose ball foul. Her first, team's second now. Holman to bring the ball up. Crosses the timeline. On the wing, defended by Baldwin. High post now for Van Hosen. Back to Holman. Makaluski, deep three, and cashes home on it. Maya Makaluski now has 4. Baldwin with it. Crosses the timeline. Trying to call for a play. Gets a screen from Hupfer into the low high post for Morrison. Now back to Baldwin. Baldwin drives, fakes a step back jumper. Now Hupfer with it. Back to Baldwin. Slowing down, resetting some offense. Trying to get it to Warfel, closely defended by Holman. Warfel does have it in the post. Fouled on her way up, so she will go to the line for 2. Foul will go on number 15, Zoe Lawless, her first, team's first of the quarter. Casey so far on the season, 70% from the free throw line. Arabians trail by 2. It's as Casey Warfel now cuts the lead to 1. 4-3 is your score. 5:06 left here in the first. As the second one is up from Morfel, it rings in for her as she now has 2. In the corner, it's Stidham, drives. As that shot is blocked by Hupfer, but they say it will be last touch by Stidham and will be Lady Arabians basketball. There's now a full court press here from HSC. Baldwin with it. Crosses the timeline. Gives it to Jones. Now to Hupfer. Back to Jones. Step back mid-range jumper. Falls for Olivia Jones. She has 2. Started her night off strong. Makalewski with it. Takes a 3 over the shorter Baldwin. She now has 7 and is 2 for 3 behind the arc. Casey Warfel with it very quickly down the court. As can't get that layup to fall. Rebounds tipped by Hupfer. Is now Makalewski with it on the fast break. Thought about a 3. As her pass to Stidham nearly stolen by Warfel. Takes another 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Baldwin. Double teamed in the corner. Finds Hupfer. Ada Hupfer working on Lawless. Takes it all the way in. Can't get that layup to fall. Rebound by Makalewski, but stolen by Baldwin. Hupfer with it. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebound Makalewski again. She'll cross the timeline now. Defended by Jones. Into the corner, Stidham. 3. Can't get it to fall. Ball is tipped by Holman. She'll recover the rebound. Makalewski drives, takes a mid-range jumper. Foul will go on Olivia Jones, her second, team's third of the quarter, sending Makalewski back to the line for her second trip.
Michael, one thing I've noticed is Pendleton Heights has not made an effort to take a shot outside the arc, all in the paint.
And that's one thing they really try to emphasize is spreading their range more, but hasn't so far. As Makalewski cashes that one in, she has 8 points. As Antoinette Green will come in for Zoe Lawless. Score is 8-6, 3:41 left here in the first. Arabians trail the Lady Royals. Makalewski can't catch in on the second one as her layup is blocked by Hupfer. Baldwin on the fast break, finds Warfel up ahead. Slows down, finds Morrison. Now to Jones, high post. Resets, finds the cutting Warfel. Her layup can't fall. Rebound Holman, now the fast break. She'll drive all the way in. And a blocking foul called on Skylar Baldwin. That'll be her first, team's fourth. And I believe the bucket will count for Holman, so that'll be her first 2 points. And she would go to the line for an extra point. Holman so far in the season, 48% from the free throw line, as she can't cash that one in. Hupfer pulls in the rebound. Skylar Baldwin, her first start of the season after starting pretty much the whole year last year. Olivia Jones with it, now finds Hupfer on the wing. Now to Skylar Baldwin, fakes a 3. Drives, defended by Makalewski, spin around, jumper, won't fall, rebound Warfel. Fouled on her way up, that'll go on Holman, her first, team's second. Casey Warfel will go for her second trip to line up for 2. 2:52 left here in the first quarter. 10-6 is your score. Looks like Roberts will be checking into the game. As the first free throw for Warfel will fall. She now has 3 points, all of them coming from the free throw line. Olivia Jones will come out. Coming in now is Kenley Johnson. She'll come in for Addison Van Hosen. As Warfel, the second free throw will fall. She's perfect so far from the line tonight. All four of her points coming from the charity stripe. Holman to bring up the ball. Defended by Warfel. Finds Stidham in the post. As her pass to Green, tipped out by Roberts. Stay with the Lady Royals. 10-8 is the score. 2:43 left here in the first. Lady Ravens trail by 2 to Lady Royals. McAlusky, her jumper won't fall. Rebound Warfel. As Casey Warfel, one of the faster girls on the court. Other end, gets the layup to fall. She now has 6. Ties it up at 10 apiece with 2:25 and counting in the first. As on the other end, Green with it on the wing. Now over to McAlusky on the wing. Takes a 3 over Roberts. Can't cash that one in. Right back to her off the rebound from Green. And stolen by Casey Warfel on the fast break. Here goes Warfel. Hop step, passes it off to Baldwin, and Skylar Baldwin has 2. Stidham on the other end very quickly. And another blocking foul is called. That'll go on Skylar. Her second, team's 5th. As that'll put the Lady Royals in the penalty bonus. Stidham to go to the line. 67% on the season so far. Lady Ravens leading by 2, 12-10 with 1:56 left here in the first. Stidham's first one will not fall. As Trout will come in for Baldwin.
Michael, something I've seen, is Casey Warfel driving into the lane, not taking any outside perimeter shots, but taking all to the basket, and it is working very well.
Stidham cashes in on the second one. She'll be subbed out for number 5, Kayla Brindley, and McAlusky came out, and Zoe Lawless will make her return. Roberts to pass it in. Into Casey Warfel. She'll be in, takes a mid-range jumper, and cashes that one in. She has 8. Extends the lead to 3 now. 14-11 Lady Ravens lead with 1:43 and counting here in the first. As Johnson has it, trying to get it to Holman. Nearly crosses the backcourt line, but keeps it. Green with it. Back to Holman. Trying to orchestrate some offense. Trout guarding her. Now Lawless with it. In the corner for Green. Back to Lawless. She's defended by Roberts. Gets it over to Holman. Now in the low wing for Green. Takes a 3. Antoinette Green can't cash in. Rebound Casey Warfel on the fast break. Looking for Trout, but takes the layup instead. And a foul is called. It looks like that one will go on Ada Hupfer, and it will. Her first, team's 6th. As the Lady Royals are in the penalty bonus. Holman will go to the line for 2 shots earlier from the stripe. Missed her extra point attempt as she misses this one. 0 for 2 so far from the charity stripe. 14-11, 1:09 left here in the first. Lady Ravens lead. Holman cashes the second one. She has 3. Roberts to bring the ball up. Emma Roberts crosses the timeline. She'll be closely defended by Holman. Loses it, but near... And that'll go on. That foul will go on Holman. That'll be her second, team's 3rd. Lady Ravens will keep possession as McAlusky will come back in and Holman will come out. Roberts the inbound from Warfel. 56 seconds and counting left here in the first. 2-point lead for the Arabians, 14-12. Roberts finds Casey Warfel in the post. Her layup won't fall, but a foul is called. She'll go to the line for 2. Her 3rd trip so far in this one. Foul goes on 12, Antoinette Green, her first, team's 4th of the quarter. Casey Warfel's first free throw is good. She has 9 and continues to be perfect from the charity stripe. extends the lead to 3, 15-12, 45 left in the first. Lady Ravens lead. Casey Warfel's second one. She does miss it. I think it may have jinxed her there. I may have jinxed her. Green with it. Now into Lawless. Now up to Brinling, defended by Roberts, top of the key. Now on the wing. Now to Makaluski. Defended by Morrison. Gets a screen from Lawless. Nearly loses her dribble. Now under 15 seconds left here in the first. 15-12 still lead for the Lady Arabians. As Green with it, takes a three to tie it. Ball won't fall. Ball is loose on the rebound. Casey Warfel with it. Can't get up a buzzer beater. Your score after one, Pendleton Heights 15. HSE Lady Royals 12. Me and Braden will take a quick break. When we return, second quarter action here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Are you okay?
No.
What's wrong?
I can't listen to 91.7 WEEM because I'm not in my car.
Well, don't you fear. Our app is here.
Tired of not being able to listen to Pendleton's best radio station, 91.7 WEEM, anywhere and everywhere? Try out our app. With the 91.7 WEEM app, you get the best hits. Our station now goes where our listeners go. Find 91.7 WEEM in app stores today. Available for Apple and Android.
Thank you so much for telling me about the 91.7 WEEM app, found in Apple and Android app stores.
If you guys are just joining us, if you're tuning in from home, I'm Michael Hooker. Joined with me is Braden Folk. Your score right now after one quarter, Pendleton Heights 15, HSE Lady Royals 12. And I might add, Pendleton Heights going into this game, 34th ranked in the state of for 4A. Hamilton Southeastern, 4th.
It's a pretty good job by the Arabians.
Yeah, pretty good job, leading by 3 out of the first quarter. Makaluski with it, defended by Morrison on the wing. Over to Brinley. She'll drive, dumps it off to Johnson. That'll be her first basket of the game. She has 2 and brings the deficit to 1 with 7:43 and counting here in the second. Roberts gives it to Hupfer on the wing. Now over to Morrison, top of the key. Now Trout on the wing. Roberts, top of the key, trying to get it into Morrison. Pass connects. Kayla Morrison back to Roberts on the wing, defended by Makaluski. Gets a screen from Morrison. Looking for Morrison. Stolen by Makaluski. Defended by Warf on the other end. Tipped away. Double teamed in the corner. And an offensive foul on Maya Makaluski. That'll be her team's first of the quarter. On an offensive charge. Roberts to bring the ball up for the Lady Arabians. 15-14, 7-10 left here in the second. Lady Arabians lead. Hupfer with it on the wing. Now to Morrison, top of the key. Trout on the wing. She's now picks up her dribble. Trying to hand it off to Warfel, but it's tipped. Now Casey Warfel with it, defended by Lawless. And another foul is called, an off-ball foul. That one will go on Kenley Johnson, her first. Team's 6th of the half, 2nd of the quarter. Casey Warfel to inbound the basketball. Gets it into Hupfer. Now back to Warfel. Takes a corner 3. Can't catch it home. Rebound Stidham. Now up to Brinley. Stops. Pops a 3 up, and it's in for Kayla Brinley. And a timeout by Coach Rogers. We're going to take a quick break. 6:40 left here in the second, 17-15. HSE leads the Lady Arabians here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
91.7 WEEM delivers the best variety of songs, news, and is student-run.
We produce imaging pieces, live broadcasts, content, podcasts, and more. Our students work hard every day to improve our station. You can support our station by following us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to also tune into the radio, 91.7 WEEN, on air, online, and on demand.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court as we are back from our break. Pendleton Heights with the basketball, Emma Roberts with it, defended by McAlusky on the wing. Floats it up to Trout on the other wing, now to Hupper, high post. Now to Morrison, she'll drive. Ball stripped away by Brindley. Over and back violation. Lawless trying to get it to Stidham. As it'll be a turnover by the Lady Royals and will be Lady Arabians basketball. Emma Roberts to pass the ball in. She'll float it into Casey Warfel in the post. Spin move. Jumper won't fall. That'll be rebounded by Van Hosen. Now up to Brindley on the fast break. Stolen by Casey Warfel on the pass to McAlusky as her fast break layup will fall. She now has 11 and is in double figures with 6 minutes left here in the first half. Ties it at 17 apiece. Brindley with it now to Stidham. Takes a wing three. Can't cash home. Rebound Brindley. Stolen by Roberts, but they say a foul was called on Emma Roberts. That'll be her first, team's first of the quarter. What have we seen so far defensively, Braden? I mean,
Pendleton Heights, I feel like we've done pretty well. Inside the paint, we've not let Maya Mikulski get in there or score any buckets really inside the paint, mostly from outside in the perimeter, which is, I feel like, a great job by the Arabians. For HSE Lady Royals, I think they've got to guard the paint a little better, but perimeter-wise, they've done a pretty job.
As McAlusky nearly loses it. Foul on Michaela Morrison, though. That'll be her first, team second of the quarter, 8th of the half, I might add. Lawless to pass the ball in now. She'll get it into Holman. Holman did come back in. She came back in for Kayla Brindley. Fakes the pass into McAlusky. McAlusky now with it on the wing. Back to Holman. Back to McAlusky. Takes a three. Cashes it home for her. She now has 10. Gives the Lady Royals a 3-point lead. 20-17. 5:25 left here in the half. Roberts with it. Finds Trout on the wing. Nearly stolen by Holman. Tipped out. Will be with the Lady Arabians. Jones and Baldwin will come in for Trout and Roberts. They'll make their return with 5:18 left here in the first half. Baldwin gets it off the inbound from Jones. Rogers calling a play. Baldwin gets a screen from Hupfer. Nearly loses it, but Ada Hupfer with it. Backdoor pass to Warfel. Nearly stolen by McAlusky, but missed her shot. Got her own rebound, puts it back up and in as she now has 13 points off that layup. McAlusky with it on the wing. Over to Holman. Now Stidham takes a deep three. Cashes it home. That's Kayla Stidham. She now has 4 off of that three. 23-19. Pendleton Heights trails by 4. 4:35 and counting left here in the half. Baldwin crosses the timeline. Now over to Jones on the wing. Crosses over. Hupfer takes a three. Ada Hupfer. She now has 5 off of that 3-point shot. Cuts the lead to now 1. Holman setting up some offense. Now over to Stidham. Now over to Van Hosen. Now to McAlusky. Takes another 3. Can't cash home. Hupfer hauls it in. Ada Hupfer gives it to Casey Warfel. As Casey Warfel running the court fast. She's got that speed. Loses the ball. Hupfer with it. Now gives it to Jones, who gives it to Baldwin, slowing down some offense. 3:45 and counting left here in the second. Lady Ravens trail 22-23 to the Lady Royals. Hupfer has it on the wing. Stolen by Lawless. Her pass to Morrison. Now Stidham in to Van Hosen. Her layup is good. Addison Van Hosen now has 2. Timeout, Brian Satterfield of HSC. We're going to take it with him. So far, your score 25-22. Lady Arabians trail the Pendleton Southeastern Lady Royals on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM. Alongside Braden Folk, I'm Michael Hooker. If you guys are just joining us, scores 25-22. Lady Arabians trail the HSC Lady Royals. And Braden, you were expecting a high-scoring game, and you've kind of gotten it so far.
We kind of have, yeah. I'm expecting a little 70 points from each team, but I don't know if we'll make it all the way there. But
that is a stretch.
This is a stretch. They've scored 70 before. We've scored 64. It's definitely possible.
75 against Newcastle.
Oh, yeah, but Newcastle hasn't won a game in like 7 years.
They're 1-8.
Oh, they won a game this year. They went like 0-25 last year.
Baldwin with it. Gives it off to Hupfer. Now to Jones on the wing. Nearly loses it. Gives it to Warfel. Takes a 3. Casey Warfel can't cash in. Rebound Holman of the Lady Royals on the fast break. Now to Green. Green's layup. No good. Casey Warfel. The ball is loose. Michaela Morrison comes away with it. Gives it to Jones. Has to get it up the court quick. Gives it up to Baldwin. Crosses the timeline just in time. Now to Jones. 22-25 still a score. 2:43 and counting left here in the half. Baldwin off the tip from Holman. Warfel drives. Defended by Makaluski. Now to Morrison. Defended by Stidham. Tries to go over Makaluski, but that won't work as it's stolen by her. Holman with it on the fast break. Trying to dump it off to Green. Nearly stolen by Baldwin. Stidham, wing 3, cashes it home. As she now has 7 from Kayla Stidham. Baldwin with it. Lady Ravens trail by 6. Defended by Green very closely. Baldwin, mid-range jumper. Can't fall. Rebound Makaluski. 2 minutes now in the half. 28-22, Lady Ravens trailing. And Green's wing 3 won't fall. Rebound Makaluski of the Lady Royals. Hupfer will defend her. Takes a deep 3. That one's short. Bounces off of Morrison. Van Hosen can't cash in on that layup. Baldwin will come away with it though. Has to get across the half-court line. Gives it to Jones on the wing. Back to Baldwin. Baldwin working on Antoinette Green. Finds Hupfer. Thought about a 3. Timeout by Coach Rogers. As we're not going to go with him. We're going to stick right here, Braden.
All right.
Very tight game so far. A minute 19 left here in the half. You're trailing by 6. If you're the Lady Arabians, what do you do?
You got to play better perimeter defense. We're letting them take all kinds of three-pointers, and they have not cashed out on very many. But if they start cashing out on any, we're gonna be screwed. We are not playing very good perimeter defense at all, and it needs to be stepped up a little bit.
Yeah, post defense I'd say is probably our strong point right now. We're not allowing much, if not really anything in the post right now for the Lady Royals. But on the perimeter, I mean, it's just been a very good night for Brindley. She's hit a 3. Makaluski's had a couple. Stidham's had 2 now. So really, most of the Lady Royals' points has come from outside of the arc or from the free throw stripe. But for the Lady Ravens offensively, I mean, they've seemed pretty solid. Have gone kind of quiet right now. They really need to pick it up. But I think that is definitely to change with the 5 that are on the floor now, as Bree Perry will be in for Ada Hupfer. Hupfer getting a break. It'll be Lady Ravens basketball coming out of the break. Jones to pass it in to Baldwin. Back to Jones. She has it top of the key. Back to Baldwin on the wing. Gets it to Warfel, defended by Makaluski. Over to Jones. Stops. Pops a 3. Olivia Jones can't cash in on that one. Stidham the rebound. Over to Antoinette Green. Antoinette Green on the wing. Defended by Morrison. Double screen by Makaluski and Van Hosen. Van Hosen with it. Now the corner for Brindley. Takes a 3. Had one earlier, but can't get that one. As jump ball. Pendleton Heights ball. As Bree Perry doing a great job there, falling on the ball, causing a jump ball. Olivia Jones, she'll pass it in to Baldwin. Back to Jones. Now back to Baldwin. And a foul on Antoinette Green. That'll be her second. Team's third of the quarter. Jones to pass it in once again. Has to get it somewhere. Finds Baldwin. As the Lady Royals really putting some pressure defensively now. 28 seconds and counting left here in the half. Lady Ravens still trail 28-22 as that pass from Baldwin trying to go to Morrison, but stolen by Stidham. As now Antoinette Green with it. She's defended by Morrison. Gets it to Makaluski. She's defended by Warfel. Looks at the time. And an offensive foul is called. As I believe that one will go on Van Hosen. There's a hard foul on some of the Lady Arabian fans. I'm sorry, that will go on Makaluski. That'll be her second. Team's fourth of the quarter.
That was the hardest screen I've ever seen in a basketball game in my entire life, Michael.
Looked like a offensive line getting a pancake block there.
It did.
5 seconds. Casey Warfel trying to work with it.
That's a foul. Yep.
Puts it up, but that'll be the 5th foul of the quarter. Foul goes on Brindley. Kayla Brindley. That's her first. Team's 5th of the quarter. So Casey Warfel will go to the line for. I'm sorry, that's the 4th. And Roberts will check in for Morrison. And that will be 5 fouls on the quarter. I was correct. Some confusion there from the scorer and the referees. But 2.4 seconds. Casey Warfel once again. Casey Warfel cannot cash in on that one. And a few players for both teams in foul trouble now. Makaluski, Holman, and Green for Hamilton Southeastern, and for Pendleton Heights, it's Baldwin and Olivia Jones. All of them have 2. And a blocking foul is called on Skylar Baldwin at the end of the quarter. That'll be her 3rd, team's 2nd, and we are not going to.
A block before the quarter ended? I'm not sure that's how that works.
I mean, there was 0.3 seconds left on the clock. Three.
Oh, well, 3 minutes.
Whoa. It's supposed to be 0.3 seconds. I think we got the time all wrong here.
Who's on the clock? Put me out there. I'll get it right.
Not 3.
How do they have 3 seconds?
It should be 0.3. Not,
yeah.
Because Casey shot the free throws with like 2.8. We're just taking a break from play to get the clock situated. I don't know if you can. There we go. 0.3 seconds now on the clock. It'll be Lady Royals basketball. Not really enough time to put up a shot.
Oh, you never know. They're going to throw it right to Molesky, and they're going to get a decent shot, I believe, if I'm correct. Oh, look who it went to.
But her three's blocked by Roberts. As that will do it for the first half. Your score, 22-28. Lady Ravens trail Hamilton Southeastern Lady Royals. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, our halftime interview with Mr. Glenn, the head of the history department, here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
This presentation of the Arabian...
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence.
Drinks, including sodas, seltzer...
Hey, how are you doing today? Thanks for doing this interview today. We're going to go into the production room. Go ahead and sit down. This won't take long, just a few questions. Ready? Welcome to Weem Weekly. I'm your host, Emily Pulley, and today we have the mascot with us. So starting off today, what animal are you? You're not really answering my questions, but let's keep going. Do you enjoy being the mascot? Are you even going to be able to answer any of my questions? What's the point of this interview anyway? Get out.
We welcome you here to the halftime interview on 91.7 WEEM, the Arabian Sports Network. I am Zion Palmieri, and alongside me is Mr. Glenn, a teacher as well as the head of the history department here at Pendleton Heights High School. How is your day going?
So far, so good. Thank you.
So, to start off, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So, like you said, my name is Mr. Glenn, and this is my 14th year teaching at Pendleton Heights High School. This is my second year as the department head of the social studies department.
Have you ever taught anywhere else?
No.
Oh, okay. So when you were a student, what was your favorite subject?
I would have to say U.S. history, U.S. government, and computer programming.
Out of all the classes you've taught, what's been your favorite?
My favorite that I've taught would be a split or tie between AP U.S. history and World War II.
Okay. How many do you think classes you've taught in total?
U.S. history, U.S. government, world history, geography, history of the world, AP U.S. history, AP European history, current problems, and World War II.
That is a lot.
That is a lot. That is a lot.
Is there any specific class that or topic that you just find interesting to teach or you like most?
Well, I would say the Declaration of Independence. I thoroughly enjoyed breaking that down with my class, find the deeper meaning behind it, the historical relevance, and how and why it is still relevant to this day. Thoroughly enjoy covering the Constitutional Convention with a strong focus on the Federalist Papers, the Civil War, focusing on the abolition of slavery, the ratification of the 13th Amendment, the Gettysburg Address, and the power of the Gettysburg Address and what it really meant in fulfilling the promise that was made in the Declaration of Independence, so kind of coming full circle. And then, of course, I thoroughly enjoy covering World War I and World War II. Obviously, I took an entire semester-long class in World War II, but I feel that oftentimes World War I is overlooked, and we forget just how important that war was in shaping the world, post-war world, and how it really guaranteed a Second World War.
So what led you to start teaching?
In high school, senior year, I witnessed the awesome influence that a teacher could have in helping students in a number of ways, and so that inspired me to be a teacher as well.
What's your favorite part about teaching?
My favorite part about teaching would be the rapport, building the rapport, the relationships with my students and my fellow educators.
Is there a specific favorite memory you have when you're teaching?
Oh, definitely when I won the Tia Slap Challenge, defeating all of my opponents.
Was that a difficult feat? How challenging was that?
Oh, no, it came naturally.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are a history teacher. So those don't seem, you don't think it's How do you make it more like enticing and to like it?
Well, I do my best to break the ice with students on a daily basis. Oftentimes boils down to simply treating them like young adult human beings, wishing them a good morning or afternoon, asking them how they're doing on a daily basis, telling them a few funny jokes or stories, or simply offering them life advice. And once you do that, everything else just seems to fall into place.
So, teaching for a while, what is the difference to now?
Well, personally, experience, content knowledge, obviously, teaching I picked up a lot that I didn't have when I first started. Technology, of course, has changed drastically. Cell phones existed when I was in high school and when I graduated and went off to college, but they were mostly Canvas. Canvas is huge. Canvas has really revolutionized how each its more efficient and effective as both educators and students. And the Google and Microsoft ecosystems have definitely played a major positive role in education as well.
Well, will be it. Thank you for joining me. I am Zion Palmieri, and you were Mr. Glenn. This is the interview on 91.7 WEEM.
Thank you.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
91.7 WEEM is looking for advertisers for our video sports streaming. Be a part of the Arabian Sports Network's video broadcasting, bringing football as well as boys and girls basketball to the Pendleton community and beyond. Averaging over 100 views in the first year, WEEM's video streaming will only grow. And here's your chance to get in on the ground floor. For more information, contact Christian Harmon and become a part of the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM. Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? Then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows.
Hi, my name is Layla Reef. I'm the director of the social media department here at WEEM, and we have 5 different social media platforms that we're on. So my job is to manage all of the content that we're posting and overview the staff and kind of help them out with whatever they're working on.
To combine the sports and social media department, I work on game day promos you see on our social media, and I also do interviews.
My favorite thing about being in the social media department is working on the various projects that go towards our social media pages.
I go down onto the courts and fields and get videos of all of our players playing their games and then compile them into a highlight video for our Instagram.
Social media is definitely something I see myself doing in the future just because I love what I do.
She can shoot a 3, and she's kind of doing it all. So, yeah.
Yeah, and our student section had to get moved up a few rows. I think they may have broken the bleachers.
Oh, boy.
The Pendletonite student section, I think, is one of the best in the state. I mean,
when we have a full section.
the football student section.
Yeah, that's the best.
The homecoming, those are the best. I mean, me and you were both on the sidelines for homecoming. It was fun, especially with how involved they get. But coming out of the halftime break, it will be HSE basketball. Onto the floor is the usual 5 starters with Roberts, Jones, Warfel, Morrison, and Hupfer, and then the starters for Hamilton Southeastern in Van Hosen, Stidham, Lawless, Holman, and Makalewski. As we are underway here in the second half now, Holman will bring the ball up, gives it to Makalewski. Now over to Stidham. Back to Makalewski, wide open, wing 3, cashes it home for Makalewski. She now has 13. There's 1 for 1 in the second half. Roberts will cross the timeline. And a referee's timeout.
Oh no, the floor is... What?
Someone on the floor. Like a headband or something? I don't know.
Trash headband? I don't know. Oh, actually I do. Makalewski is missing a headband.
No, she was wearing a gray one.
Huh?
She was wearing a big gray one.
Yeah, and it's not there.
That wasn't a gray one, though.
Oh, you don't know.
Anyways, Morrison's pass inbound was kicked off of Stidham. Trying to get it into Warfel. Gets it into Roberts instead. Hupfer wanted a screen for Roberts, but Morrison now has it. Now Jones on the wing. Back to Roberts, top of the key. Hupfer calling for it, high post. Now to Jones, low wing. Drives. Tries to dump it off to Hupfer. Casey Warfel saves it off the steal. Stops and shoots the mid-range jumper. Can't get it to fall.
That's our ball. Oh, it's a foul.
A foul. I mean, I didn't see one, but apparently the ref did from his viewpoint. So that foul will go on Stidham, her first. Team's first of the quarter, first of the second half for the Lady Royals. Warfel inbound the ball. Gives it to Hupfer. Hupfer double-teamed in the post, but it doesn't matter. She gets that one to fall. She has 7. Starts her half strong with 2. 24-31. 6:55 and counting left here in the third. As the step-back jumper from Holman will fall. She has 5 now. As that extends the lead up to 9 for the Lady Royals. Roberts crosses the timeline. Now over to Jones on the wing. Jones will drive. Gives it to Hupfer, high post. Now to Morrison. Trying to get it back to Hupfer. Gives it to Warfel instead. Warfel, Euro step layup. It's good for Casey Warfel. She has 15 and 1. Foul will go on Addison Van Hosen, her first, team's second of a quarter. Casey Warfel has missed, I believe, 2 so far. Or 2
what
or
do the Lady Royals know about Casey Warfel? Nothing. Obviously, they are not stopping her at all.
No, she has 15. She's on a tear right now. As that free throw will cash in, she has 16. I mean, they probably scouted her out. She's the main scout. As Makalewski with it, she'll drive in. Euro steps around Hupfer. What a move. She now has 15. Roberts to bring the ball up. 6:10 and counting left here in the third. 35-27. HSC leads Pendleton Heights. Jones with it. Gives it to Warfel on the wing. She'll drive. Another pretty move and another great layup for Casey Warfel as she has 18. As into the post for Stidham. Quick layup on the other end for Stidham. She has 9. And Satterfield will take a timeout. We're going to take it with him. 5:47 left here in the third. 29-37 lead for Hamilton Southeastern here on the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? Then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows.
Welcome back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court. If you're just joining us alongside Braden Folk, I'm Michael Hooker. 5:43 and counting left here in the third. 29-37, Pendleton Heights trails HSE. Roberts gives it to Warfel on the wing, double teamed. Into the post for Roberts. Her layup, too strong. Gets her own rebound, though, and that one's blocked. Ball is loose. Holman with it, loses it. Nearly a steal by Hupfer, though. Holman, a quick drive, though. And foul is called. I believe it will go on. That'll go on Emma Roberts. Her second, team's first of the quarter, first of the half. Into Lawless, stolen by Casey Warfel, and the fast break layup will fall for Casey Warfel. She has 20. Into the 20-point mark now. 31-37. 5:06 left in third. HSE leads. Stidham with it. She'll drive quickly. And foul called quickly on Ada Hupfer. That'll be her second. Team's second. And Stidham, 67% from the free throw stripe, as that one will fall. She's now up to 10 on the night. 5 minutes even remaining here in the third. Lead back up to 7 for the Lady Royals over Pendleton Heights, as the second one for Stidham will fall. So now it's back up to 8. Roberts to bring the ball up for the Lady Arabians. She'll cross the timeline. Defended by Holman, gets it to the wing, low wing for Warfel. Drives on Makaluski. And another quick foul is called on the Warfel drive.
That is her fourth.
Will go on Makaluski. That'll be her third.
What?
That's her third.
Oh, that's on me.
Third of the quarter. Case of Warfel. Her last trip. Cash in on both. We'll cash in on that one, bringing her total to 21 so far. Casey Warfel has been on fire so far here this second half. And the second free throw.
You got to quit talking. You jinx it every time.
Well, yeah, it's like, I need to be quiet.
Oh, she was out of bounds.
And Holman, fast break, dumps it off to Lawless, and a foul is called on her way up, so she will go to the line for 2. Foul goes on Michaela Morrison. Second, team's third of the quarter. That's Michaela's second personal. Lawless, 67% from the free throw line, averaging 2.2 points. That'll be her first point of the night on that make. Brings the lead back up to 8 for the Lady Royals. 32-40, 4:36 left here in the third. She cashes in on that one, so she now has 2 points. Casey Warfel crosses the timeline quickly. Stops, pops a mid-range jumper, won't fall. Rebound Holman. Up ahead to Makaluski. Loses the ball. It'll be a turnover, Lady Royals, and it will be Lady Ravens basketball. Emma Roberts to bring the ball up now. Trailing by 9 as the Pendleton Heights Lady Arabians. 4:18 and counting in the third. Gets a screen from Hupfer. Takes a 3. Emma Roberts can't cash in, and this is usually when she gets those 3-pointers. Makaluski on the other end. Her layup won't fall. Saved by Van Hosen, and then it's saved by Lawless and stolen by Casey Warfel. And it's just layup drill right there for her, as that's now 23 on the evening for Warfel. Now Lawless with it. Gets it over to Stidham. Defended by Jones. Now Lawless, corner 3. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound Olivia Jones. Up to Casey Warfel. Casey Warfel on the other end. Shorts that mid-range jumper. Holman with it. 3:26 and counting here in the third. 34-41. Pendleton Heights trails HSE. Makaluski with it. Drives on Morrison. And another foul is called. That one will go on Ada Hupfer. That'll be her third. Team's fourth. And Makaluski will go to the line for 2 more. It hasn't really been to the line since the first quarter, I don't believe. She'll cash in on that one. She now has 16 here on the evening. Skylar Baldwin will check back in for the Lady Arabians for Emma Roberts. And Perry will come in. Well, she'll check in. Makaluski, her second one, will also fall, so she now has 17. And Perry will come in for Hupfer. Hupfer in foul trouble. 3 fouls. Along with Skylar Baldwin, who also has 3. Olivia Jones floats it into Skylar Baldwin. And Holman tips it out. Will stay with the Lady Arabians. Lady Arabians trail by 9. 3:15 left here in the third. Into the post for Casey Warfel. Backing down, Antoinette Green gets that one to fall. She now has 25. Stidham takes a deep 3. Can't cash that one. Rebound, Perry. 3 minutes now here in the third. 36-43. Lady Ravens still trailing Lady Royals. Holman playing very good defense on Baldwin. Gives it to Warfel as she'll drive. Contested layup, but another foul is called as she will go to the line. Foul will go on Antoinette Green, her third, team's fourth of the quarter. Once again, more players in foul trouble than earlier. Holman still in foul trouble with 2. Green and Makaluski with 3 for the Lady Royals. Those 3 are in foul trouble. Warfel will miss that free throw. Then for Pendleton Heights, Morrison, Roberts, and Jones all have 2 fouls. And then, as I mentioned earlier, Hupfer and Baldwin both have 3 fouls. Those are the girls in foul trouble for Pendleton Heights. As Casey Warfel cashes that one in. She now has 26 here on the evening. Cuts the lead to 6. Holman gets it to Makaluski, defended by Morrison. She'll drive in. Puts up a jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Green. I'm sorry, that's not Green, that's Kinley Johnson. Her putback layup will fall. She now has 4 on the afternoon, or not on the afternoon, on the evening. Baldwin crosses the timeline. Gets it to Jones on the wing. Double teamed. Spins out of the double team. Finds Perry, who finds Warfel. And now Baldwin wide open 3. Can't fall. Rebound. Jones defended by Stidham. And now double team into the post for Morrison. Oh. And a charge. That one will go on Michaela Morrison. That'll be her third. Team's 5th.
What's the confusion?
It will be the 5th foul, but because it's an official foul, then they don't get the penalty bonus.
I thought it was going to be a 7.
It's 5 now, 5 a quarter.
Huh.
Yeah. Holman with it. Gives it to Makaluski. Oh, trying to go to Stidham. Nearly stolen by Jones, though. Holman with it once again. Defended by Baldwin. Good crossover. Floater. Won't fall. Tipped out by Jones. Will stay with the Lady Royals. 37-45. Lady Royals still lead your Pendleton Heights Lady Arabians with 1:42 left here in the third. Stidham to pass it in. Goes over the top to Makaluski, and another foul is called. Someone will go on Morrison. That'll be her 4th, team 6th, and Makaluski will go to the line for 2. And Coach Rogers not happy, thinking, what do you expect her to do? The girls got the height over her. I mean, Hupper will check in. Makaluski cashes that one in. She has 18 now. Morrison will take a seat, and Ada Hupper will come back in. Lady Ravens trail by 9. So far, the largest lead of the night. Now, once again, the largest lead of the night. 10 points for the Lady Royals as Olivia Jones can't hold that one in. And Skylar Baldwin a steal. As on the fast break, dumps it off to Ada Hupfer. Ada Hupfer, the layup won't fall, but a foul is called. And that one will go on Kenley Johnson. Puts her in foul trouble with 2. Team's 5th of the quarter. Ada Hupfer will go to the line. 77% from the free throw line. Can't get that one to fall. Earlier in the year, she was at 1.92% from the free throw line.
She was getting fouled very heavily at the start of the season as well.
She cashes in the second one, though. Has 8 points now. Cuts the lead back down to 9. Minute 25 left here in the third. Coach Rogers telling Jones and Perry to switch on who guards Makalewski. Holman drives. It's not going to fall. She has 7. Casey Warfel quick up the court. Gives it to Perry. And they say tipped by a Royal. Will stay with the Lady Arabians. Warfel cross courts it to Baldwin. Holman playing very tight defense. Gives it to Warfel. Inside. Takes a jumper. A foul is called. That one will go on Johnson. She now has 3. Team's 6th of the quarter. 43 seconds left here in the third. Casey Warfel will once again go to the line for 2. 11-point deficit for the Lady Arabians, 49-38.
What's Casey's career high?
40.
Think she can pass it?
Maybe. She has 27 with that make on the from the free throw line.
She can pass it with these.
I mean, we still have one more quarter left to play.
Oh, quarter. What is that, 8 minutes?
Yeah.
Whole another 8 minutes.
And Hupfer will come out, and Roberts will come back in as Casey Warfel will get that one to fall. She now has 28.
Jeez Louise.
She just needs 12 points, and she ties it.
Yeah, 11. 11.
And
13.
Lost the ball, but they say a foul will be called. So I believe that one will go on. That one will go on Roberts. That'll be her 3rd, team's 7th, and Holman will go to the line for 2. I don't know if she's made one from the line yet tonight.
Well, I'm not sure.
Now she has, I think. She has 8 off that make.
8 points?
8 points. Okay. Lawless will come in for Makalewski. As Holman's second won't fall. Rebound, Skylar Baldwin. Up ahead to Jones, a little too tall. There's another turnover. 29.3 seconds left here in the third. 40-50 is the score. Lady Royals still lead. And Casey Warfel near steal. Holman with it. Defended by Baldwin. Baldwin playing some good defense. Holman trying to hold out the ball to the end of the quarter. Gets a screen from Johnson. Holman drives. Her shot no good. Rebound Baldwin. Ball is loose on the ground. Holman somehow finds a way to get up a shot. Roberts with it. As that will do it for the third quarter. Your Lady Arabians trail 40-50 to the HSC Lady Royals. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, fourth quarter action here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court. And if you're just joining us alongside Braden Folk, I am Michael Hooker. Your Lady Arabians trail by 10, 50-42, the Hamilton Southeastern Lady Royals. Olivia Jones to pass in the ball for the Lady Arabians here out of the quarter break. Baldwin will get the inbound. Your 5 on the floor is Baldwin, Hupfer, Roberts, Jones, and Warfel. Holman playing very aggressive defense on Baldwin. Roberts with a low wing 3. Can't cash in. Rebound Hupfer in the post on Van Hosen. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound Van Hosen. Holman will come quick up the court. Lawless with it. Tries to dump it off to Brindley. They say tipped out by Roberts. Will stay with the Lady Royals. Holman to pass it in. Gets it in to Makaluski. And Van Hosen's 3 won't fall. Rebound Brindley. Back to Van Hosen. In the post for Lawless. Her layup won't fall. Gets her own rebound. Another layup won't fall. Gets another rebound. And a foul is called on Skylar Baldwin. That'll be her 4th. Team's first of the quarter, 8th of the half.
There's a lot of fouls in this game, Michael.
Yeah.
One too many.
Yeah, I think so. Holman to pass the ball in once again. Looking for Makaluski. Now to Van Hosen. And another foul right away. And that'll go on Ada. That'll be her 4th. Team 2nd of the quarter. 9th of the half. Once again going to Makaluski. Gets an open 3. Won't cash in. And a foul is called on Holman. That'll be her 3rd. Team 7th of the half. 1st of the quarter.
This is the most fouls I've seen in the game in forever.
As Casey Warfel outrunning Makaluski there. Dumps it off to Hupfer. Back to Casey. Travel. These referees are calling it very tight.
But I'm not sure she stepped before she dribbled. I think she dribbled before she started walking.
Clearly not, as Makaluski finds Brindley in the post.
Oh,
as another foul is called. That one will be on Emma Robertson. That'll be her 4th. Team's 3rd of the quarter.
To recommend you guys, we are a minute in, and there are 4 team fouls combined, both teams.
Brindley will go to the line for 2. She misses that one. 67% from the free throw line, as Roberts will come out and Morrison will come back in. And then Stidham will come in for the Lady Royals for Lawless. As Brindley, 2nd free throw will fall for her. Voice crack there. 4 points for Brindley. Casey Warfel brings the ball up very quickly. She's defended by Makaluski. Now over to Baldwin. Back to Warfel. Loses it. A steal by Makaluski. Casey Warfel steals it right back. And a foul on Makaluski. And 1 for Casey Warfel. There's 30 points. And that'll be Makaluski's 4th. Team's 8th of the half. 2nd of the quarter. 3rd 30-point performance for Casey Warfel here tonight. Trying to bring this team back into this game. 6:42 left here in the game. 42-51. Lady Ravens trail. Casey Warfel has a chance to bring this deficit within 8. And I need to quit talking to her.
Yeah,
I just jinxed her again.
That's the 3rd time this game. Maybe 4th.
I think it's 4. Heck, maybe 5. Let's just call it 5.
Round it up.
Antoinette Green with it. Gives it off to Holman. Cross court to Stidham. Now to Green. Now over to Holman. Back to Green. Back over to Holman. They're just trying to run out the quarter. Stidham takes a 3 wide open. Way too strong. Van Hosen can't get that one to fall. Ball is loose. Green comes away with it. Now Holman. Back to Green. Back to Holman. Now 6 minutes even left here in the game. You got to engage her on defense. As Holman gets a free drive, dumps it off to Van Hosen. The layup will fall for Van Hosen. She now has 4. Brings the lead back up to 11. Baldwin with it. Now Morrison with it, defended by Stidham. Gives it to Jones. Wide open 3. Olivia Jones cashes it in. She has 5. Brings the point differential to 8 now. Van Hosen now to Stidham. To Holman, to Green. Back to Holman. Back to Green. Now Van Hosen thought about a three. Passes it back to Green instead. Now to Stidham. Stidham working on Morrison. Gives it to Van Hosen. Now to Holman. Holman in the post. Good move and good for points. She now has 10. Baldwin with it. In the high post. There's another foul is called, as I believe that one will go on Addison Van Hosen. Yeah, it will. That'll be her second. Team's ninth. Ninth of the half, third of the quarter. And Olivia Jones tying her shoe right now. She will pass the ball in from the baseline. 4:51 left here in the game. 45-55. Pendleton Heights trails. Casey Warfel gets it off the inbound. Stolen by Antoinette Green. Gives it to Holman. Over to Green, defended by Warfel. Back to Holman, defended by Jones. Two of the better perimeter defenders here. As Holman in the post. And a foul called kind of late there. That one will go on Casey Warfel. That'll be her second. The team's 11th of the half, 4th of the quarter. Van Hosen loses the inbound pass and will be a turnover for the Lady Arabians. Ball. It's a full court press by the Lady Royals. Baldwin gets the inbound from Jones. Back to Jones. Up the court fast. Defended by Holman. Gets a screen from Morrison. Nearly loses the ball. Gets it to Morrison. Timeout Rogers. As we'll take it with them on the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
91.7 WEEM delivers the best variety of songs, news, and is student run. We produce imaging pieces, live broadcasts, content, podcasts, and more. Our students work hard every day to improve our station. You can support our station by following us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to also tune into the radio, 91.7 WEEN, on air, online, and on demand.
Regenerative Health and Wellness, LLC.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court as we are just moments away from exiting this timeout. Braden, a lot of fouls here in the second half.
A ton.
4 girls in deep foul trouble for the Lady Ravens, and Roberts, Morrison, Hupfer, and Baldwin all have 4.
What about for the Royals?
Mikuleski has 4. Holman and Green and Johnson have 3. And then Van Hosen has 2.
So both teams are struggling in fouls, I guess.
Yeah.
More so the Arabians and the Royals.
Mm-hmm. Baldwin gets it off the inbound from Jones. Defended by Holman. Pokes it loose. Gives it to Hupfer. Defended by Van Hosen. In the post. Nearly stolen by Green. Casey Warfel dumps it off to Hupfer. And foul, they will say, on the floor, though. Foul goes on Van Hosen. That'll be her third. Team's 4th of the quarter, 10th of the half. Warfel passes it in to Hupfer, and another foul is called. So that'll go on Van Hosen. That'll be her 4th. Now the second girl with 4th for the Lady Royals, and that'll be the 5th. Team foul of the quarter, so Hupfer will go to the line. So far in the evening, she's 1 for 1 from the free throw stripe. And it looks like Mikuleski will check back in for the Lady Royals, and Hupfer can't get that one to fall. She'll come in for Van Hosen. Mikuleski's the leading scorer here, averaging 28, held to 19 so far.
It's a pretty good job by the Arabians.
Hupfer will cash that one in. She has 9. And Roberts will come in for Hupfer. Lawless to pass the ball in. Gets it to Makaluski. Defended by Morrison. Gets it to Holman. Dumps it off to Stidham on the wing. Defended by Jones. Now to Green. Now to Holman. 3:36. Stolen by Skylar Baldwin. Up ahead. Stidham with the steal now. Stolen by Jones. Once again trying to go up ahead to Warfel. Stolen by Stidham. Now to the post for Stidham. Her layup won't fall. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. And it will fall. She has 13. As Emma Roberts, a free lane to the basket. Can't cash in on the jump for rebound. Makaluski. Nearly stolen by Warfel. Holman with it. Gets it to Green. Back to Holman. Holman will drive. Dumps it off to Makaluski. She now has 21. And full timeout, Lady Arabians. We'll take it with them. Your score here in the fourth with 2:52 left. 59-46. Lady Arabians trail by 13 to the HSC Lady Royals here on the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
91.7 WEEM delivers the best variety of songs, news, and is student-run. We produce imaging pieces, live broadcasts, content, podcasts, and more. Our students work hard every day to improve our station. You can support our station by following us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to also tune into the radio, 91.7 WEEN, on air, online, and on demand.
Follow us today.
We would love to hear from all of our listeners, so go to our Instagram today to answer our daily poll. Keep updated with our latest posts and trends here on 91.7 WEEN.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court. If you're just joining us alongside Braden Falk, I'm Michael Hooker. Your score right now, 59-46. Lady Royals lead the Lady Arabians. I might mention, Lady Royals are 4th in the state. Lady Arabians 34th. Both teams have one loss. Baldwin dumps it off to Warfel in the post, nearly stolen away. And that'll be Baldwin's 5th foul right there. So Roberts will come in for her. So that'll be the team's 5th of the quarter. Holman will go to the line for 2. Roberts, she also has 4 fouls. The last 3 players with 4 fouls for the Arabians are all on the floor. Roberts, Morrison, and Hupfer. Holman's free throw will not fall. 2:39 left here in the fourth. 46-59 still the score. Holman's second free throw will fall, so Holman has 11. Roberts crosses the timeline. Gives it to Warfel on the wing. Gives it to Jones. Defended by Holman. Gives it to Morrison. Now to Roberts. Now to Hupfer. And a foul will go on Stidham. That'll be her second. Team's 5th. And she doesn't think she had a foul, but I mean that was...
she kind of picked her up off the ground, to be honest. Well, or at least she flew off the ground.
Hupfer will cash in on that one. She now has 10. Double figures for her. Hupfer's second free throw will not fall. Rebound, Casey Warfel. Up and in for Casey Warfel. She now has 32. Holman with it. Slicing through the defense. Dumps it off to Green. Now to Stidham. Back to Green. Now to Holman. 2 minutes remaining left here in the game. Stidham with it. 49-60. Lady Ravens trailing. Stidham from Green. Back to Green. Nearly stolen by Jones. Gets it to Holman. To Makaluski. And Makaluski scores. She now has 23, 49-62. Casey Warfel will get the inbound. Gives it to Roberts on the wing. Back to Warfel. Thought about a three. Drives. Gets a foul from Antoinette Green. That'll be her fourth. And Casey will go to the line. So she will shoot two. Casey Warfel has been very strong for this team as she will make that one. So she has 33 as Hupper will come out for Trout. Trying to get someone who with no fouls in there. Trout is one of those. So if they need to foul, they can do it. Mm-hmm. Warfel's second will fall. She now has 34. Full court press now. Holman with it. Up ahead to Green. Warfel trying to get a steal there, but gets a foul instead. That'll be her third. Hupford to check back in here in a second after the Antoinette Green free throw. 100% from the charity stripe this season, Antoinette Green is.
You didn't jinx it that time, Michael. Good job.
Huh?
You didn't jinx it.
The one time we need to jinx it, too.
Yeah, I know.
63-51. Minute 22 left here in the fourth. Lady Ravens still trail by 12. Green has 1 point off of that free throw. She makes that one. Stays at 100%. You got to go here. Nearly stolen by Lawless. Roberts gets it to Warfel. Warfel drives. That layup will fall. Casey Warfel has 36. Stidham with it. Nearly stolen by Warfel. Ball's tipped by Jones. And stolen by Roberts. Now to Hupford. Up ahead to Casey Warfel. And a foul by Green as that'll be her fifth. Casey Warfel will go to the line once again. Hoping to get 38.
Huh?
38.
38?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
47 seconds left. And Brindley will come in. And Trout will come in. Brindley for Green because she has 5. And then Trout will come in for Hupfer. Casey Warfel's first. Will not fall. We need that one. We really needed that one. Both teams in the penalty bonus, so any foul will send a shooter to the free throw line. Casey Warfel's second will also not fall. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. She has 38 and a timeout by Rogers, 30-second timeout. We're not taking a break. We're staying with you. So, Casey Warfel, 38 points.
I think she'll break 41.
41?
Yep, she's going to hit a three-pointer.
You sure?
I'm so sure.
Are you confident?
I'm pretty confident.
I'm going to hold you to that. If she doesn't, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold you to it.
Okay.
55-64 still here in the fourth. I don't know why I say still. It just kind of updated. A 9-point lead, and that's kind of been the story for the second half. At a half, the Lady Royals led 28-22. Then coming out of the third, 50-40. As the Arabians are out of timeout, so any timeout called by Rogers, it'll be a technical foul. Stidham to pass the ball in.
Get a steal. That's 5 seconds, is it not?
Gets it into Holman. Up ahead to Makaluski. Into Lawless. Now to Brindley. Now to Stidham. Now to Holman. Back to Stidham. And a foul by Casey Warfel. That'll be her fourth. That'll send Stidham to the line. Stidham has 13. I mean, even though that you're down by 11, Casey Warfel has played amazing so far here tonight.
Very much.
Stidham cashes in that one. She's 37. Or 30.
38.
38.
Yeah.
She doesn't say? I thought she had 37.
38. She missed both free throws.
Oh, yeah. That's right. 65-55 off the make from Stidham. Second one will fall as well. So she now has 15 as Holman gives it to Brinley. Back to Holman. Now to Stidham. Steal by Casey Warfel. This one for 40 points.
Ties the career high.
She will have 40. Stidham with it. Now Holman. And this will pretty much do it for the game. Your final, Pendleton Heights 57. Lady Royals 66. And another 40-point game for Casey Warfel. Me and Braden are going to take a quick break, but when we return, our post-game show, post-game interview with Coach Rogers and the ASIN player of the game. Your finals, 66-57, Lady Arabians.